Good evening. Pleasure of introducing our next senior, our last senior. I wrote a script. Okay. How do I begin to describe Owen Rachampbell? For starters, his last name is a portmanteau. His father's last name and his mother's maiden name form the wonderful Rachampbell. That makes him doubly awesome, in my opinion. Owen is a good friend, a hard worker, and a fabulous leader. He has taught me many things, beginning with the first day I met him, and I remember this day clearly. I first met Owen on a sweltering August day during the club fair of my first weekend, first year. As a wandering first year, I visited most of the club booths, searching out the fabled UVM Top Cats. I had heard of the Top Cats my whole life, as if it were some kind of mysterious Freemason-style group of elite chanteurs, David, chanteur, French means singers. And towards the end of my journey, I began to feel disheartened. Where were the Top Cats? I couldn't hear them, and with much anxiety, I started wandering elsewhere. Then I saw him standing there, in a three-piece suit, and a smile on his face. His suit was impeccable, and I remember it as if it were yesterday. What I remember most about my first impression of this fellow was his bow tie. Fresh and perfectly tied indeed. It was a vision. I remember thinking, well, if this guy knows how to tie a bow tie, then hot damn, he's probably an a cappella singer or something, unquote. Then I knew this was my man. I was looking for a cappella and I found it there. I approached him and he firmly shook my hand. He took my hand, he shook it. He said, "You look like you're interested in trying out for the group." I admit it, when he said that, I was very afraid. Not only did I not know how to tie a bow tie, he did, but I had the impending anxiety of having to audition in front of this dapper gentleman. He gave me a flyer, and I walked out of the tent filled with a sense of optimism that being a top cat gives an excuse to dress like Owen on a semi-regular basis, with the charismatic friendliness that comes along with it, then I wanted to be a top cat. The year I got into the group, Owen was business manager. I'll never forget his organization style. He was always extremely organized, shooting out texts and replying to emails whenever he had a free time during rehearsal. And he also developed a strong affinity for a beverage called Nos, or Nos, or something along those lines. For those of you who don't know what Nos is, it's an energy drink, and you can buy it here. And it's really colorful, and I've heard it's better tasting than Red Bull, and I think it's cheaper too. So Owen drank this Nos, and this special drink enabled him to work at lightning fast speeds, with total control and focus. Owen also really likes coffee. Whenever he drinks coffee, he becomes a doer. But Owen also feels the need to cut back from coffee from time to time. Though he's given up Nos for good, I'll make this quick. I love this kid. He has the frequent bouts with coffee. I remember a few semesters back, he would triumphantly declare, "Guys, it's officially been 3 weeks since I've drunk coffee." And I conjugated the verb to drink perfectly. It's been 2 whole months since my last full cup of coffee. He was so proud. He was dedicated to that cause, and that translates into dedication as well for other things. When he has a goal in mind, he accomplishes said goal with conviction and honesty. When I wanted to be business manager the next year, I talked to Owen, and he shared all of his wisdom passionately with me. Owen performed his job so well that I told myself if I could perform it just as half as he did, then I would be content. Owen is a friend and mentor. He is willing to share his experience with anyone in need, and this was particularly true during my first year as business manager. I hate technology, and sending emails really freaks me out. I don't know why I'm saying it. I suck at handling money too, and I can't even do elementary math in my head. So why the hell did I do this job? I was never alone though, because Owen was always willing and is always willing to help a helping hand. Part of being a BM, for those of you who don't know Top Cat speak, BM is business manager. Part of being BM means having a planned spring break tour, and I remember it's a lot of work, very stressful, and I remember we had a gig New Year's Eve in Lake Placid, and I remember right around New Year's Eve, Owen came up to me in the hall, and he pulled me aside, and he told me that he had booked the flights for Puerto Rico, and that all of that was out of the way. And I remember feeling such a sense of relief at that, because he did something he didn't even have to do to help me, and it really means a lot. Thank you. As many of you know, Owen is a cemetery trustee. I have no idea what that means, but he's damn proud of it. He's also an Eagle Scout, which puts him in the ranks as other great Americans before him, including Michael Moore, surprisingly. That's right. Every one of his merit badges on display in his sash. I've seen it. And it's really impressive. It's just so filled with badges. He knows how to prevent crime, garden, and make pottery, and do theater. And these things he had to prove in order to get these merit badges. Owen demonstrates every day to live up to every one of his 7,000 merit badges. He's a man that shows dedication and qualification and passion wherever it is needed, and even where it's not needed, but he seeks it out and he finds it. And he doesn't. Owen is a sweetheart and a teddy bear. He couldn't hurt a fly. He's sensitive, caring, always willing to give you a nice, friendly kiss on the cheek. I always admire his commitment. I admire his commitment to staying in shape and being healthy. As a former gym rat, I say former because I'm so lazy these days, I can tell you this: no one lifts squats or does chest flies like Owen. I mean, look at this guy. He has a swole body and an attractive face. He's also eaten Taco Bell only once in his life. Or 0 times, I'm not sure, but he's only eaten KFC once in his life. That I am sure of. I was there for it. It was a big moment. He hated it. It's hard to briefly summarize the impact Owen has had on my life. We have very different personalities. We laugh at different things, but we also have a lot in common. I saw firsthand how talented he is as an actor and on stage, and I knew I wanted to try acting too. Owen has an impeccable taste in fashion and music, both of which you see tonight. His senior song, which I won't give away, is beautiful. It blends simple melodic harmonies with innocent, passionate lyrics that bring us back to a simpler time. I have always strived throughout my entire Top Cat career to make myself a better person by trying to be more like Owen. He has been an exemplary leader this year. I am very proud to call Owen my friend and my brother. We will miss his presence in this group very much, but he'll be living with Zach and me next year. Yeah. He's a musical dynamo and a caring companion who inspires us all each and every day. I know that whatever he decides to do in his life, he will go far, because he has 4 majors and 5 minors. On behalf of all of us, Owen, we will miss you. For Owen's gift, there are so many options because he's such a great guy. So, first thing that came to mind for most of us was his love for the state of Vermont, and cows, and Ben & Jerry's ice cream, yes. So, as a way to pay homage to said cow, his passion as a tour guide at Ben & Jerry's, we thought we'd get him something kind of surreal. Owen, you can open the gift. Unexploded Cow, a game of mad cows and unexploded battle bombs. My word. A card game for 2 to 6 players. Travel to exotic France, David. Meet interesting cows and blow them up. Made by cheap-ass games. I'm not even kidding. Thank you so much, Andrew. That really means a lot. I'm not a man of few words, so I'll try to keep this brief. So I began singing way back. My earliest memory was in my kindergarten class. I would do Elvis impersonations for Mrs. Cousins. And my parents also really encouraged me to do music. So I'd really like to thank the two of them who really inspired me. Thank you, Elvis and Mrs. Cousins. But on a more serious note, thank you so much to my family. My mom has been to every single show that the Top Cats have done in the last 4 years. That's not a joke. And my dad only missed some because of rustling up some hoodlums down at Barstool Blackout and other places. And I have a lot of family here tonight. Just to keep things brief, I'll thank you in person, but it really means a lot that you're here all the way from a special trip from New York City and Lincoln, Vermont, other places. Thank you so much. And earlier this year, there were only 5 returning Top Cats. And it was really hard for me as president. I was thinking, what will the future of this group be? And it's really amazing. I've been able to step back this semester and do nothing because all these guys behind me have really taken off and really stepped up to the plate. And it's really amazing, and I can't wait to see where these guys and the group goes for the next how many years. I'm gonna sing now.